All right, this is KaotiK Crypto, where tyranny is defied. Back on the road, away from home. January 15th, 2024. Crazy that it's 2024. Been waiting a couple of years for this. 2022 and 2023 were pretty rough. 2022 in particular. Basically, it was the entire downfall of the crypto ecosystem and all the fun and terrible that went with it. All the bankruptcies, FTX, Voyager, Celsius, which I was a part of those two, BlockFi. I believe there's another one. It was chaos. It was just utter terrible chaos. So ultimately, we created a falling wedge pattern, which its target actually is the top, about 71 or 69,000. Nice. And from there, we're in two camps here. Like, it's possible that where we're at is a top and we come back down to like 32, 28 to 32 were my targets actually. I think 28 could happen with a wick. Or we consolidate and go back up to 70K, up into the halving, and then we get a dump back down to 38 or 40. It's kind of like right now, the pattern that we have on this is the weekly chart of Bitcoin. This week looks very bad, but it is on the weekly, and it's possibly create kind of a Wyckoff distribution and then fall. So I think regardless, we're going to consolidate. And I want us to fall now rather than later. I'd rather us just get it over with and we move on. And I'd rather get kind of boring and all the hype kind of die down, but it's possible that it doesn't. So you got to keep that. The probability is that we're going to go down. That's what a lot of people are sort of starting to think. I don't know if the FUD out there is enough. I mean, I know the news outlets are starting to put out bearish news. So, the big CEOs of BlackRock, these companies might be trying to push more negative news to try to scare people out of their positions. So, things to be aware of. Algorand is actually looking pretty juicy right now. Kind of wondering if it's possible you come all the way back down to the base, though, and retest. It's even possible if we get like a real bad dump that we come all the way down to test this line, this descending for another bounce, because we didn't really ever get a retest of it so closely. No, we never really got a really good retest of it. So things like that are very common within the charting analysis. Cardano, let's see. We possibly do get a little bit more red, down to 43. And even there's a lot of support around 30 to 37 cents. I don't think we're going to go back down into the 20s. It's pretty unlikely, but if we do, wow, that'd be awesome. Get some really good positions there. CRO token looking pretty juicy. I mean, it went to $1 last cycle, and some people are calling for a couple dollars this cycle, which would be great. CRO token is a Crypto.com token, so one to look out for, I think. Look at the Dixie. This is the US dollar. And it's possible we get strength and come on up to 104, which would also be bearish for crypto in the stock market. It's going to be interesting what happens on the open tomorrow. Friday was a pretty ugly day in the blockchain stocks, tech stocks. It was pretty ugly. So it's possible to get a bounce now. Ethereum is consolidating. I'm not sure. We already had a good support flip from this previous resistance. So, I feel like Ethereum may start moving up again, which means altcoin season may prevail. Gala Games, ICP. Yeah, ICP might pull back. Let's see what else is going on out there. So today we had Injective move up pretty strong. Pulse Chain, Hex. That's Richard Hart's stuff pretty much. And I'm not sure I totally trust that guy. He's kind of a scammy kind of dude. But I guess his projects are doing pretty well. Rose Oasis, this is one of my picks. I mean, oh yeah, Tesla's is starting to wake up. Take a closer look at Tezos, XTZ, or ZTX, XTZ. Yeah, we're getting a fair amount of volume coming in here, which is interesting. And there was it's basically a 10x to its all-time high. I want to say some charts have said like $10, but like 8.6. So close to a 10x to its all-time high, and I think it's possible that we go up to 20 or 30 bucks with Tezos. I heard that they are working with the European Union, something like that. So that's interesting to me. Kind of curious what Tesla's doing. Tesla's just kind of consolidating. Looks like it's just creating another pattern like this. More like in here. So maybe Tesla starts moving up. It's also possible that this is a topping signal, diamonds formation, and we come back down. We've already had. I'm pretty bullish with Tesla as long as they get some good data and good numbers out there with their sales. The Cybertruck, I think, is one of them. Yeah, Zilliqa is looking pretty juicy because it's already had its retests. Highest 25 cents, or at 0.02 cents, so it's like a 10x to its all-time high. And then some. Feeling pretty bullish. I feel like Zilliqa might go for $1 this cycle. I wanted to, but I feel like it will too. Hedera H-bar. If you're not in this coin yet, these prices are looking really juicy right now. Its high was 80 cents. It's at 7 cents right now. More than a 10x to its all-time high. And this chart's old, and this chart's newer, so it doesn't have the data. The H-bar, it's got partnerships Google to NASA. I mean, it's going to be a powerhouse. I'm thinking it's going to perform like Cardano last cycle, minimally at $1 to $2, maybe $3. So this thing could be a real charmer. Injective, I really want to see Injective pull back, but yeah, $24 maybe. That's an older chart. GRT high was $3, and we're at 16 cents, so it's a 20x to its all-time high, and it's building a nice support. So let's see what we might have coming though for us is a dump. This actually looks like a pretty good chart. It's double bottoming though. When you see the double W formations, these are really kind of bullish. These guys, like the baby's bottom. But it's also possible that we come down one more time into this and confirm that. So it's possible to go down to 10 or 11 cents. I don't know if any other charts are saying that. I mean, a lot of charts do have W patterns. That is common. What you don't want to see is the M pattern. We'll be looking for that towards the end of the bull market with double tops and M formations. Those can be signs for the end, coupled with declining volume, stuff like that. XRP consolidating, kind of making kind of curious what I have. One of these indicators that does like a little trend angle. It's not a ray. Projection, anchored VWAP. See how that one. Circle, ellipse. Here's a curve. Yeah, it's that one. Let's see. Not that one. This one. Sorry. All right. Now, just with these rounding formations, this could kind of curious. Take it out to what do we think the top is going to be on the market? September, October 2025 is probably pretty accurate. We just want to sit inside this consolidation. October 2025, let's say. And I might start using that as a projection case as well. And something else I've been wanting to do is go through all of my coins and create projection numbers and alerts. You really have to have a plan. Last cycle, I had plans. I had okay, my goal, what I wanted to meet, the coin ideas, but I didn't write any of it down, nor did I set alerts. So what I plan to do, and what probably is a good idea, this is not financial advice, just take each coin that you have and set levels for okay, alert here, probably sell 20%. Next one, sell 20%. What I would do with, and this thing could go further. I mean, this would be one zone I would start with. But what I would do with this XRP, I'd take the all-time high. I think it's going to go to the all-time high at the very, very least. So I would set $2, take profit. So it would be one zone here, take profit. Maybe the next zone from there, $3 or $3.50 or $4, take profit. 20%, 20%. And then this would be an aggressive 50%. You still probably want to leave just a little bit in there. But what could happen is it would go further than October. Oops. So maybe we go to December. Now I just want to follow this line. It could go like a parabolic top like that too. As long as we're looking pretty good in here. It's a little aggressive. I mean, I wouldn't be waiting around for $16. I would be taking more profits around 8 and 9, 10 and 12. That'd be a hard stop for me, and maybe leave 5% of the back in there. So again, you say 20%, or you'd be say if you have 10,000 tokens, maybe you take 2,000 here, 2,000 out there, leaves you 6,000. 2,000, you got 4,000 left. Take half, so 2,000 left from there, and then another 1,000 out, and then maybe leave another for if it goes even further, depending on what the volume signature is going to do, and what the volume probably is going to do from here out. Actually, we could probably use the little bell curve thing if we can get it. Let's see. Volume will probably increase. It may increase like that, and then start tapering off at the end. And that's when the bearish divergence is coming and the end is coming. Anyways, that's just a little breakdown. Please hit the likes, hit subscribe, leave a comment below if you have a coin you're curious about or any kind of questions at all. I've been hanging out in cafes, looking over my portfolio, doing research, and people are starting to actually come up to me and ask me about crypto. So I think things are going to start picking up here pretty quick. The Bitcoin ETF news legitimized Bitcoin, but it unofficially legitimized the entire blockchain crypto space. I mean, there are definitely some projects that need to be looked at. I mean, the SEC is probably going to get more grants for funding and I think I hate to say it, but I think some coins are sort of securities, especially exchange tokens like CRO. It's kind of a security token because there's an expectation of the business doing better, that you give out rewards, you're hoping to get more. There's certain coins that maybe aren't a commodity. But Bitcoin obviously is, and Ethereum has been claimed a commodity. So just a few things to think about. But I want to jump off here. I'm actually It's snowing up here, so I mean, my car's heating right now before I go get some food. But we'll check back in later. If I see anything new news updates, I will post them. I posted one this morning basically saying that Bitcoin close is pretty negative, and I think we're going down. So that's my projection. We'll see what happens. But hang in there, hodl on, and we'll check back in later. Peace.